Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Marian Kati Bangura and my YouTube name is Marimas Bangura. If this is your first time of tuning in, I want to say welcome. And to you, my subscribers, may the Lord continue to bless you. And I talk on faith, marriage and childcare. Faith, marriage and childcare. And please don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Subscribe, like and share this video. I need more of you out there to come and join this big family. Once again, I thank you for tuning in. Last week I started a series on factors that will contribute for us to have let me say 2 weeks before now, 2 or 3 weeks before now, not last week, I'm sorry about that. I started a series on factors that one should consider, factors contributing to a satisfying marriage. What are some of the factors that we could consider in our marriages, in our relationship, that can enhance the building of our marriages, the building of the bond, the building of our relationships? Last week I talked about 4 things, and today again I'm going to list out 4 things as well. Well, please, if this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. As I said earlier, today I'm going to continue part 2 of factors contributing to a satisfying marriage. One key thing I noticed is good communication in our marriages. Good communication. What is good communication that we're talking about? Because many a times communications in the home leads us for the relationship to go apart. There are some people in your homes, you do not communicate to one another. Good communication is wherein each and every one of you, the spouses, your partners, you feel free to explain whatever thing to him or her. It is wherein you try to discuss anything about the home, anything that you think that individual should know. When you have good communication in the home, I'm telling you, you're going to thrive on. Because many a times the problem is that some people, they do not communicate to one another. So when you encounter problems, you are not able to say it to your partner, because the habit of communicating anything that crops up in your marriage is not there. And so that's why I'm telling you today that as for one factor is for you to be able to communicate to one another. And you do not only communicate when things are fine. You do not only communicate when things are rosy in the home. Even through difficult times, you should communicate. Many a times people will be living in malice in their homes because they do not communicate to one another. But wherein communication is there, you do not even allow malice to come in. As soon as something goes wrong, you'll be able to sit down and communicate it to one another. You'll be able to sit at the table and see where you went wrong. Communication, I say, is a key thing. It's an act of sharing. What is it that is bothering us? What is it? What is the hold here? What is the mistake here? Let us discuss it. You discuss positive things, you discuss successes, but also when they are when you are going through difficult times, don't also forget to communicate to one another. Another thing I looked at is partnership. Partnership, the act of marriage, God bringing us together as one, it tells us that we have to partner together. We cannot work in isolation in a home. You do not work all by yourself. Let me say one person is saying, oh, I'm doing my own. She'll be doing her own. Or he will be doing his own. I'm going to always do my own. No, there has to be that partnership. Both of you working together in achieving the same goals. You ask yourself, do we have goals in our homes, in our relationships? Whenever you are together with somebody, do you set goals for yourselves? Let's say by the end of this year, we want to achieve this. We want to go to this level. We want to have this kind of maturity within us. If you have such goals, then there has to be that partnership for you to achieve it. If there is no partnership, then everything you'll be doing will go in waste. Because if someone will be working, for instance, if you have a project, The man will be working towards building a house. The woman too will be working towards building her own house. In a relationship, in a good relationship or a marriage, there has to be that partnership. Okay? There has to be that, your desires. You have to correlate together. What desire do you have? What are your desires? Try and sit down and see how you can partner together. There has to be the companionship between both of you. Companionship has to be there. If you don't have that companionship, then you cannot partner together. Please don't forget this. Another key thing is tolerance. Say it to one another. Tolerance. Tolerance is where you accept yourself for what you are. You accept yourself in whatever situation. However my partner is, he likes talking, he likes sleeping, he likes doing this. Tolerance is wherein I see your weak areas and accept you for that. It's wherein I see the weak areas and say to myself, oh yes, we'll be able to work on it. We'll be able to do something so that he or she can be free from this one. Tolerance has to be in a good relationship or a marriage. Tolerance brings in respect. This is where you respect yourself. Acceptance has to be there. You respect yourself for who you are. Some of us in our relationship, we do not respect ourselves. You just treat yourself like anything. Come this way. Oh, do this. Even the way you communicate, you speak to the people, it shows the amount of respect you have for your spouse. It shows the amount of respect you have for your husband out there. So respect has to be there as well. And for you to have tolerance, you have to respect one another. You need to appreciate. You need to appreciate yourself for who you are. And for you to tolerate one another, it shows that there has to be, the good communication must be in the home. If you do not have it, then you will not tolerate one another. So the key thing I started with first is good communication. If you have good communication, then you'll be able to tolerate one another. We are coming from different backgrounds. You that are getting ready to get married, you should know that the man is coming from one background and you are coming from another one. Coming together for you to stay together is a whole, you're going to learn everything afresh, because there will be things that you will not be doing it the same way. You will not look at things the same way. But because of this partnership, because of the relationship, because of the love you both share, there has to be that tolerance. For you to tolerate one another, for you to accept your mistakes, for you to accept the person for who they are. Yeah? As I said, the third thing we are looking at today is tolerance. The last but not the least for today is transparency and openness. There has to be that transparency and openness in your relationship, in your marriage. Transparency does not mean that the man has to confide in one place. Let me say, it will get a hold on you. I have the power in this home. I have power in this relationship. No. Transparency or openness is wherein you live to talk it out. Whatever thing you're doing, you need to say it as it is to your partner. Transparency, you do not hide anything from yourself in the home. Your husband should not go out and hear something about you. Somebody was telling me his experience. He said the wife gets involved into a relationship. It shocked him so much. He said if this was done during the period when he went on a study, that would have been accepted. He said even when he came back, the woman was still in that relationship. Transparency was not in that home. Transparency has to be there. Discuss before people going out there and telling them about you. Before people going, discuss your good and your bad times. Sit down and discuss, oh, I like this thing. This has been an habit to me. Can you please help me out with it? Openness, transparency. Let us don't be in a relationship where we want to hide everything we're doing. Some of us, we confide in our friends out there rather than our spouses and our husband. We confide, let me say, in a relative there. And some of these relatives, some of them, you'll be telling yourself, when they go out there, they will go and say it. And when these things will be coming from another angle, getting out to your spouse or to your husband, there is always the trust will be gone. The trust that he or she once had for you. Because he or she will be expecting that if there is anything like this, I'm expecting her to first of all let me know. I'm expecting him to tell me about it, rather for me to go and hear it outside. Ladies and gentlemen out there, I'm telling you, openness in a relationship is a key factor as well. Openness, transparency, for you to say it as it is. Let us look at this. I'm not hiding it from you. Anything, let us try to work it out and move forward in a relationship. Yeah, as I said, I'm doing this in a series. I don't want to bore you down. I did the first one, part 1, and today is part 2. I'm going to continue with it in the next 2 weeks. If this is your first time of tuning in, thank you for joining this family. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Bye bye. God bless you.